Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including more price increases, the full self-driving Beta 9 release, details about Tesla batteries, Model Y in Europe, Model X refresh details, and more, so let's get into it. First up today, Tesla keeps raising prices, and this time we aren't sure what has caused it. The Tesla Model S and X have both gone up by a full $5,000 for the base models. This means that the long-range Tesla Model S now starts at $85,000, and the long-range Model X starts at $95,000. Before the refresh was announced back in January, both of these vehicles were around $15,000 cheaper, and the Model S actually started at $69,420 for a time. Yes, that actually happened, and it came after competitive pricing from Lucid Motors. Now though, Tesla is well above that competitive pricing, and these starting prices are very high. Originally on the Q1 earnings call, Elon said that the Model S and X were actually cheaper to make, and it seemed that when they raised the prices by $10,000, it was to separate this new version from the old one for those during the transition. Also, there are many significant upgrades to this newer model. However, this $5,000 price increase could be due to parts shortages or demand. Elon talked about this regarding the Model 3 and Y price increases, saying, quote, "Our biggest challenge is supply chain, especially microcontroller chips, never seen anything like it." He followed that up to say, "Prices increasing due to major supply chain price pressure industry-wide, raw materials especially. These issues have not let up and are predicted to continue for some time, and as a result, Tesla is having to raise prices." At the same time, though, this could be related to demand for Teslas. Elon talked about the demand for the refreshed Model S and X being very high. Back in February, he wrote about this in an email saying, "Model S/X production lines are almost done with the retooling and will be aiming for max production next quarter. There is high demand, so we are soon going to need to go back to 2 shifts." Now that it's July and the Model S has finally launched, we can see demand reflected in their delivery timelines. The long-range Model S has a delivery timeline of September to October, and the Plaid is August. The Model X still says January to February for both models. There are many factors at play here, but it seems like there is a combination of a few things going on for Tesla. On the one hand, the Model X hasn't launched, and it's likely due to some issues similar to the ones they faced with the Model X, which was supposed to originally launch all the way back in February. Additionally, there is high demand for these cars, but they can only make so many of them. If customers really want them right now, they are willing to pay a higher price. At the same time, Tesla is finding that supply is costing more than usual, meaning that in order for them to sell these vehicles at a profit, they unfortunately need to charge more. Tesla's ultimate goal is bringing down the prices of electric vehicles, but right now they are unable to focus on that goal due to a number of factors. Still, there could be a piece of them taking higher profits because they can right now, and these aren't their affordable vehicles anyway. Always unfortunate to see a price increase on Teslas, which already come at a premium, but hopefully these will drop down soon once production is well underway and supply issues settle down. The refreshed Model X with yoke has yet to launch and has not shipped since early January. However, Tesla has now been seen doing some testing. One was spotted near Sunnyvale, California, and you can see that these are the new Cyberstream wheels, as well as the updated interior. From this angle, it looks like there is actually no steering wheel since you can't see the yoke. I still find it crazy that Tesla plans to launch this vehicle with no option for a normal steering wheel, but that is what they have done with the Model S thus far. They have not mentioned anything about a normal wheel. Regarding this testing, Sawyer Merritt tweeted at the end of June saying, quote, "I heard there are currently 15 Model X Plaid in existence that are currently being delivered/tested by Tesla employees. Similar to the Model X, Tesla will first release the Model X Plaid, and I'm hearing this will take place starting next month, July. It also features a spoiler a couple of inches off of the back of the car, just like previous Model X models. I'm not holding out for July, but I do think Tesla will do everything that they can to get this vehicle shipping before the end of this year. An entire year without any Model X deliveries is a very long time for Tesla. As a quick review, the long-range Model X will get an EPA range of 360 miles, a top speed of 155 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. As I mentioned, it now starts at $95,000. The Plaid model will feature the same motors and features as the Plaid Model S, just on a bigger vehicle. It will get 340 miles of range, a top speed of 163 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Absolutely crazy specs for an SUV its size, and it actually comes in at $10,000 cheaper than the Plaid Model S at $120,000. Now on to the Model Y. The Model Y launched in the United States all the way back in March of 2020. I was lucky enough to take delivery early on, but even as that car gets more and more popular and common in North America and China, it is yet to ship in Europe. Tesla has been waiting for their Gigafactory Berlin to begin production at the end of this year to ship to the European market. The last we heard officially was that, quote, in Europe, build-out of Gigafactory Berlin is continuing to move forward, with production and deliveries remaining on track for late 2021. However, Tesla has now officially opened up orders across much of Europe for Model Y delivery in September. From what we've seen, orders are now open in Belgium, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Germany, Greece, Spain, France, Croatia, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, Hungary, the Netherlands, Norway, Austria, Poland, Portugal, Slovenia, Switzerland, Sweden, and Finland. Romania, the UK, and Ireland, as well as a few others, are still left out at this point, so those could be coming soon or still be waiting for Berlin to be opened. In any case, it appears that Tesla wants to ship to these countries and not wait for Giga Berlin to produce the Model Y, so they are shipping these from China. The made-in-China Model Y and 3 are actually known to have a bit better build quality than Fremont, since it's a much newer and much more innovative factory. So these Model Ys will be built at Giga Shanghai, which comes with a few differences from the California-made Model Y. The main difference comes with the inclusion of the HEPA filter that enables bioweapon defense mode. HEPA filters are not included in the Model 3 or Y as shipped, but the made-in-China Model Y exclusively includes HEPA filtration at this point. But it actually appears that this has just changed for the US Model Y, and we'll get there in just a second. We can see photos of it here, but it's an incredibly large filter, similar to the one used in the Model S and X, and here you can see the addition of bioweapon defense mode on screen in the Model Y. That's very exciting, and now that all of those countries will receive the Model Y with HEPA filter, Tesla has officially updated the US model with the same feature. We've been waiting for this feature for over a year at this point, with leaked software showing a Model Y HEPA filter. Then it came to the made-in-China Model Y, but never came to the US. Now it has officially been confirmed by the Kilowatts, who spotted a California-built Model Y with a July build date, including bioweapon defense mode on screen. Still no HEPA filter for the Model 3, but this is likely due to lack of space since the filter is so large. So Tesla is likely transitioning as we speak to the HEPA filter, where everything built right now is now including this filter, and soon enough all deliveries are going to include the HEPA filter. It's just another great feature that adds on to the list of features included in the Model Y. In any case, it's exciting to see Tesla finally shipping the Model Y to a large portion of Europe. However, it's unfortunate that it isn't the full updated next-gen Model Y that Elon has talked about. The next-gen Model Y will include their new 4680 battery cells, as well as structural battery pack to improve range, performance, and price. However, the Model S Plaid Plus that would have utilized those cells was canceled, and the normal Model Y from China is shipping to Europe. It feels like 4680 development is coming along slower than Tesla expected, which is a frequent occurrence for them. As Elon just recently said regarding his timelines, quote, "I can sometimes be optimistic about schedules." We've seen this for nearly every product launch of theirs besides the Model Y, and especially with FSD Beta timelines. In any case, it seems that the 4680 Model Y may not come until next year, and for now they are shipping the Model Y as is out of China to get deliveries underway in Europe. This could be inaccurate, but it seems very likely given everything we've seen coming from Tesla recently. If you're in Europe taking Model Y delivery, leave a comment below to let me know, and let me know how you feel about it not including 4680 cells out of Berlin for its initial launch. Over in China as well, Tesla has officially launched the standard range Model Y. It's back after being removed from the US and is expected to be incredibly popular for that market. One thing to note is that the standard range Model 3 in China uses LFP battery cells, and Tesla has included them in their announced diversified cathode approach. Elon said, quote, "Nickel is our biggest concern for scaling lithium-ion cell production. That's why we are shifting standard range cars to an iron cathode, plenty of iron and lithium." The question for the new standard range Model Y in China is if it will have these same cells, and it has been confirmed to include these LFP battery cells made by CATL. It's exciting to see that vehicle launch in China, and Tesla is really ramping up at Giga Shanghai as they are now shipping the new standard range model, as well as all exported Model Ys for Europe out of that factory. I'd love to see the standard range Model Y return to the US, even with its low 244-mile range, but we'll see what happens. Next up, Tesla officially launched their full self-driving beta version 9 to beta testers. This is exciting because it's progress that we can see, but it's also still for a limited number of customers at this time, and timelines for a wide release are very unclear. As a quick overview, Tesla sells their full self-driving package for $10,000. It includes a few useful self-driving features, but the reason it's $10,000 is because it includes software updates for auto steer on city streets to come in the future. This is the feature Tesla is working on to eventually make their cars fully autonomous. Elon Musk wants them to be level 5 where you never need to intervene or pay attention, and they're working hard on achieving it with the hardware included in Teslas for the past few years. This means that whatever updates they achieve and send out will be sent to everyone who bought this package, even if your car is from 2019. Tesla has been working on an overhaul and complete rewrite of the autopilot software. Quote, "We had to do a fundamental rewrite of the entire autopilot software stack. We're now labeling 3D video, which is hugely different from when we were previously labeling single 2D images. With that came many challenges, and the FSD Beta release last year included this first rewrite. Then they worked on it more and ultimately decided to go vision only and get rid of radar on their vehicles and in autopilot software. They removed the hardware quickly, and the new FSD Beta 9 is the first of these features to not include radar. Instead, Tesla is getting all of their depth from pure vision, and Tesla hacker Green the Only was able to get a low resolution video of what this looks like. You can see the video here, and it's tough to make out, but this is all coming from 3D points that the car recognizes and places. Tesla said at their Q1 earnings call, quote, "Our team continues to focus on the V9 version of FSD City Streets Beta, which will soon become more widely available in the United States. We believe that a vision-only system is ultimately all that is needed for full autonomy. Our AI-based software architecture has been increasingly reliant on cameras to the point where radar is becoming unnecessary earlier than expected. As a result, our FSD team is fully focused on evolving to a vision-based autonomous system, and we are nearly ready to switch the US market to Tesla Vision." Tesla has begun shipping Tesla Vision for normal autopilot, with a recent update increasing top speed to 80 miles per hour and more to come soon. For the FSD Beta though, the first videos from beta testers are out and it looks very impressive. First, we can see that the visualizations are much clearer and give much more confidence that the Tesla is truly seeing and identifying everything on the road. Even the start of this video is incredible to see how it distinguishes lane lines, usable road space, medians, and more. Early reports are saying that normal autopilot on the freeway is improved with this beta, and here we can see it confidently navigating mountain roads. It's still very cautious, but the distinguisher of lane lines and usable road space is really impressive to see for me. Here it navigates traffic on a normal street and handles a number of turns remarkably well. Overall, the visualizations are much improved from the last version of the beta, and they will show quite a bit more on screen than before. Here, Tesla Raj points out that the car is rendering out 26 vehicles, all spotted and identified by the cameras and full self-driving computer inside a Model 3. Here is a video of the beta handling an incredibly tight street, at least for what you'd expect on a self-driving car to handle well. Overall, I'm not sure what more you could expect out of a self-driving car at this point on a street like this, and it's very impressive to see. So this beta was just released on Saturday to a handful of beta testers that are trusted by Tesla. This beta is currently being tested, but also taught by these people. Every time they need to take over in a tricky situation, that data is fed into the neural network Tesla is building, and it helps train the system to handle certain situations differently. It's about finding the places where it goes wrong, and Tesla's focus remains on safety. Quote, "Running pre-production software is both work and fun. Beta list was in stasis, and we had many known issues to fix. Beta 9 addresses most known issues, but there will be unknown issues, so please be paranoid. Safety is always top priority at Tesla." What we're seeing with these visualizations is the mind of car view that Elon has talked about, and he elaborated on this after the release, saying, quote, "Mind of car visualization will improve a lot in coming releases. Brightness/translucency indicates confidence of neural net in predicting any given object. Acid test is being able to assess with quick glance at screen if car fully understands environment." When asked if the car will render more specific animals, Elon said, "Yeah, goal is to reflect reality, so screen render will become increasingly so." It's great to see this progress, but many are still waiting and frustrated that it is still not in the hands of customers. Elon has promised this for a long time, and the latest timeline for the general public is, quote, "Depends on how the limited beta goes. If it goes well, maybe a month or so." A beta tester's own assessment was deemed accurate by Elon, saying that it is more confident, smoother, and probably needs an update or two before a wide release. Again, more Elon timelines for FSD that I wouldn't hold my breath for, but I'll be sure to keep you posted, and it's great that this new beta version 9 has finally been released. Next up, Ram has announced their plan to transition to electric vehicles starting in 2024, 3 years from now. The announcement came with a number of renders, but was overall underwhelming. They promised to surpass their competitors like the Ford F-150 Lightning, Cybertruck, and Rivian R1T, but already the truck promises charging speeds up to 150 kilowatts, which is lower than all 3 of those trucks I just mentioned. All of these trucks should be coming this year or next, and Ram is still planning for 2024. It's possibly too little too late, but regardless, it's good to see any company diving into electrification, even if it feels like they're being forced to do so. Last up today, Tesla has applied for a new patent that is revealing the lithium extraction process Elon described at Battery Day last year that uses table salt. According to them, it could cut costs by more than 30%, and it was one on a long list of improvements that they plan for battery cells down the line. From the abstract of the patent application, it says, quote, "The extraction process includes providing a clay mineral comprising lithium, mixing a cation source with the clay mineral, performing a high-energy mill of the clay material, and performing a liquid leach to obtain a lithium-rich leach solution." It's a very complicated and in-depth patent application if you want to check out the whole thing, but it shows that this isn't just something they spoke about at Battery Day. They're actually working on the exact thing Elon talked about to help with battery cell supply, and they're planning to use this process at their own 10,000-acre lithium claim in Nevada. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, you can check out the latest about the Cybertruck by clicking the video linked over here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.